Hey friends, I am here walking along the Seine. You can't see it because there are a lot of plants and trees, but there are a bunch of big houseboats on the other side of this greenery, and it's really peaceful. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about your coaching vision and why it is so important. So when I was young, I had a really a powerful vision of how I wanted to heal the world, and I was going to do it through performance. All right, I wanted to sing, I wanted to dance, and I wanted to act when I was a kid. I loved performance, and that vision died when I got caught up in what my parents called the real world, where I had to work, I had to earn money, I had to help out with the family, I had to deal with loss and all this other stuff, and there was no room for my original vision. So I started succumbing to the vision of my family, which was about working really, really hard and retiring when we got to be 65 years old. So the idea was to work really hard till 65 and save a lot of money and then retire and start living life on our own terms when we got to be 65. That didn't work for me. And so I kind of left my family's vision and started moving into my own thing, thank God. So my work as a coach, I went through a whole process. I was a massage therapist. I was a Reiki Master. I taught meditation. I did all kinds of stuff. Hi, guys. Non, elle est gentille. Oui, elle est gentille et vous pouvez le câliner, c'est bien. Oui, bravo.
Merci, madame.
Oui. Bonne journée. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
They are adorable. They got freaked out a little bit by Apollo. Apollo's just standing there, but they were afraid to run past them. They're maybe 12 or 13 years old. I don't think they're that old. They might be a little younger. That one kid had a really deep voice though, so I don't know. His voice was deep. He was probably 13. Anyway, so getting back on track here. So my coaching, I decided that I wanted to become a coach, okay? So I left my parents' idea of what life should be. I didn't want to work in their dental office any longer. I became a massage therapist. I, started following my heart. I lived in Paris. I went to school, finished my undergraduate degree in Western philosophy, which I love. This is why I talk about philosophy all the time. But when I got to the point, okay, all of that stuff led me to where I am today, coaching. Now, when I decided that I wanted to be a coach, I had already had a very successful massage practice. I had a beautiful wellness center in Long Beach, California. We were doing facials, and we did a journey with nail care. But we had classes, we were offering yoga and meditation, as I said, astrology, all kinds of stuff. We were doing the wellness thing. We had someone teaching herbalism. We had an acupuncturist there. So we had a lot going on, all right? That was a great vision that I carried out. And it was wonderful having the vision and then manifesting the vision step by step over the course of many years. From that vision, I envisioned another level where coaching became the center of that vision. So coaching became the source of, the center of how I would help people. And sorry, it's distracting. Normally there's nobody on this path, but everybody's up early because it's so hot. So they're kind of cramping my style right now, okay? What, I don't own the trail? No, I do not. I have to share the trail? Okay, I'll do that. Anyway, so my coaching vision was about how I would help people, but also how I would live in the world. I had the vision that I would travel all around the world. I would do my coaching. I would teach all of my classes online. I would work on my own healing, and I would bring my way of working to the multitudes. I would empower women. Actually, there are two levels to my coaching vision. I wanted to be a coach that helped women improve their lives, that helped them follow their heart to find their dreams, okay? That was the first vision, and I did that. But one of the things that I learned along the way was that I wanted to also help people build their own businesses, and that's where I am right now. My passion has always been business. I love business. I love business systems. I love doing administrative stuff. I love all of it. I love doing the services. I love putting it all together. Okay, I know you're probably thinking, what the hell is wrong with you? I hate all that stuff. Don't worry, you don't need to love all that stuff. You need me to love all that stuff so that I can help you with all the stuff you don't like to do, okay? So understanding what you're good at, understanding what you love, understanding how you want to be of service is a really important part of your visioning and your coach's vision. You have to understand all that stuff. And so going back to my story, I really enjoyed, I loved building my business, and I wanted to help other women. So my coaching vision evolved from, being someone who helps women just improve their lives in general, to being someone who creates an army of spiritually guided, heart-centered leaders who are out there helping other people, whether it's men or women, whatever. But for me, my coaching vision now is about having this big posse of badass women who have gone through their own pain and trauma, and now they take their pain and trauma and help other people overcome their pain and trauma. For me, that is the most exciting thing, and that's what I'm currently working on. So my question for you is, what is your coaching vision? How do you want to help people? And how do you want to help yourself? So, as I said earlier, helping women live from their heart is really important for me. But also, he's cute. Just saying. He's a dad on his way to work on his little scooter. I love that. Frenchmen are so handsome. Let me get back on track. Smell good too. French people, men and women, young, old, they all smell fabulous. They love perfume, cologne here. They love smelling good. They love layering it. It is just a part of the culture, and it is wonderful. Anyway, about your coaching vision. Okay, so my original coaching vision was to be, for myself, it was about having a lifestyle where I got to travel and work from anywhere. Loved that as a part of my vision. But my vision also included really helping women, particularly women who were suffering from, unworthiness. That was my specialty. I knew about unworthiness. I knew about illegitimacy, okay? And helping women overcome those things was a big part of my original coaching vision. My coaching vision evolved to, my coaching vision evolved to working with women in their businesses who want to be coaches helping other people, right? So my question for you is, what is your coaching vision? And I want you to think about it in two different parts. One part is, how do you help other people? What is the pain point that you want to solve? Like, what do you want to be known for? Okay. What's the primary thing that you know about that you have gone through yourself? Maybe you've overcome it, or maybe you're still working on it. You don't have to overcome everything. You just have to be working on it, and you have to be willing to look at it and look at yourself, right? So what is the thing that you want to help people do, overcome? And the other part of this, the other part of the vision that's really important is, what do you want for yourself? How do you envision your own life? Do you envision a nomadic life like I lived, where I was, traveling all over the place? Can you see yourself traveling? Or maybe you just want to live in two places. Maybe you want to do winters in, someplace warm and sunny, and you want to do summers in a place where it's cooler, like in the mountains. So maybe you envision yourself working as a coach from your home, and living in these two different places. Or maybe you see yourself living where you live, but doing some kind of a like retreats, retreats to Bali, retreats to Hawaii, retreats to sacred places like Vancouver Island, or wherever you feel called. Okay, so what is your vision? I want you to share it with me in the comments. And and most importantly, definitely I want to know what your vision is, but what I want more than anything is for you to write it down for yourself, because that is what matters. That's what counts. And this visioning process is really, really important. It's really the start of everything. The vision is where you put your passion. It's not about manifesting your vision exactly as you see it. That's going to make it really hard to live your life. But it's really about understanding that your vision is there to offer you inspiration, creativity, and it opens the doorway to opportunity. When you have a vision, your work becomes so easy, because it's really your vision unfolding. It's like being a flower. A flower doesn't really have to think to open petal one, and then open the other petal, and then open the other petal, and then open to the sun. It doesn't have to think about those things. It's not labor. It just happens. And when you have a really clear coaching vision, your vision unfolds in a natural way. Yes, you do have to do some work, okay? I'm not saying you don't have to work, but it doesn't have to feel like work. Like for me, I'm making a video right now, okay? This does not feel like work. I did not say, oh, I got to do some work. Oh, I guess I'm going to make a video. No, I just am taking the next logical thing that happens with my vision. Now, don't think that your vision doesn't require planning, because it does. You need to do lots and lots of planning, but that's also a part of the unfolding of the vision. All right? Don't let the planning intimidate you. Get help on all this stuff, man. That's why I'm here. That's why I've created my Badass Butterfly Alchemy Coaching. This whole thing is so that I can provide you with the help that you need, the support that you need along the way. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. Apollo and I are going to head in, and we'll catch you later. Bye, guys.